When I was younger, I should have known better, and I can't feel no remorse, and you don't feel nothing back. I got a new girlfriend. He feels like he's on top, and I don't feel no remorse, and you can't see past my blindness.
There's a turn on the road somewhere, and we always see and I'm looking for a better way to go. I'm getting lost,
Welcome, everyone, to the event of the year. First, thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. The people with whom you choose to surround yourself shows your character, and it's a testament to this couple that there are so many amazing people here, some who have traveled very, 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 very far to be with us today. Thank you for being here. We're here to celebrate the marriage of two truly wonderful people, Jeff and Emily. I feel so lucky to be a part of this day and their lives. I met Emily when we were living in DC. She was living with Leah, who's her college friend and my high school friend. And you and I hit it off instantly. We had so much in common, our love of travel and language, music, dancing, and above all, food. Man, do we love food. And a trait that I learned that people all around you share. There's this wonderful comic book called Relish, and in that book, Lucy Knisley writes, I love the treat and pleasure of eating when it becomes an act of focused giving and sharing. That's life with you, Em. When we lived together, I got to come home to carefully chosen food and drink. When you knew I had a rough day, we take care of each other with warm drinks and tasty treats. Food naturally brings people together, and this amazing group of people around you will always rally to support you, or just come together to make arepas or scallion pancakes. Food is our love language. Jeff and I have been friends since high school. He's been a staple at my house for swim team parties or trick-or-treating, and above all, football games with my dad. Jeff, I'm pretty sure my dad loves you more than me. But that's expected. Everybody loves Jeff too. That's just your vibe. You're a yes man in the best way. No, you will definitely not agree with people on everything, that's for sure, and you will make sure they know it. But he's always up to go somewhere, try something new, be with you if you need him. He'll say yes to any of those things in an instant. For example, we love Halloween. Dressing up is so fun, and Jeff doesn't mind looking silly or ridiculous. You can just use it or costume later. And so we made this huge Johnny Bravo hat hair thing out of foam, and that's the perfect Jeff Blue moment for me. He calls you up and wants to do something creative and fun, and we just get to hang out and make stuff and joke around. Jeff is a problem solver and a listener. Jeff, you remember small moments and big deals, and you can craft the perfect gift for a birthday or celebration. And everything is better with Jeff Blue. Which is exactly what I thought when Passport BC came around. And I'm gonna do my notes, here we go. And Emily and Rob and I were gonna go out to tour and eat at as many embassies as possible. I called Jeff to see if he wanted to join us, and the four of us embarked on a very fateful journey. Emily Gaynor met Jeff Blue that day, and now she too loves Jeff Blue. But she loves Jeff Blue, and loves her, which is very different than all of our relationship with him. I'm very happy that they found each other, and I'm very happy because I get to love both of you. And you now get to be on the receiving end of Jeff Blue's thoughtful ways. And Jeff, you get Emily's. You guys get to show and share your love in different ways, but it's always with thoughtfulness and care. Miss Manners writes, there are 3 possible parts to a date, of which at least 2 must be offered: entertainment, food, and affection. It's customary to begin a series of dates with a great deal of entertainment, a moderate amount of food, and the merest suggestion of affection. As the amount of affection increases, the entertainment can be reduced proportionately. When the affection is the entertainment, we no longer call it dating. Under no circumstances can the food be omitted. For you too, the affection is the entertainment. We no longer call it dating, we call it partnership. Just being together brings out the best in you. You make each other laugh constantly, and it's the best sound and the best feeling for anyone to be included in that laughter. Your love is magnificent. It's kind and supportive and challenging and funny. It's magnetic. And people can feel that when they're around you. They're drawn in, for sure. Especially when there's food. As your bond grows and changes, never let go of that simple act of love, sharing a meal in perfect company. Because no matter what you're eating, whether it's cheese curds or bao, it's always better surrounded by people you love. And today's not just about you, lovers. It's about the blending of your 2 wonderful families and the many communities that you're a part of. Together, today, you get to sit down with your relatives for the first time as one family. Among the chaos today, take time to relish in that. One of these very special family members is Emily's great aunt and Jeff and Emily's biggest cheerleader, Andy Payne. She and I have a great, excuse me, hello. Pause. Also, January, I'm her great vaudeville act, by the way, so you'll see it at the reception. Anyway, for now, I'd like to welcome Janet with a reading from Of the Prophet on Marriage by Khalil Gibran.
I have been very patient waiting for this day. I've worked very hard to make this happen. They helped a little bit. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? What? Oh. Then I will use my teacher voice. Then Almitra spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, Master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow."
Now we will have a reading from Jeff's sister, Jen Liu. And this reading is from The Three Questions by Leo Tolstoy.
I don't have a teacher's voice. Right. There once was a boy named Nikolai who sometimes felt uncertain about the right way to act. If only I could find the answers to my three questions, Nikolai continued, then I would always know what to do. When is the best time to do things? Who is the most important one? What is the right thing to do? I know, he thought. I will ask Leo, the turtle. Surely he will know the answers I am looking for. Nikolai hiked high up into the mountains where the old turtle lived. When Nikolai arrived, he found Leo digging a garden. I have 3 questions and I came to ask your help, Nikolai said. When is the best time to do things? Who is the most important one? What is the right thing to do? Leo listened carefully, but he only smiled. Then he went on with his digging. You must be tired, Nikolai said at last. Let me help you. The turtle gave him his shovel and thanked him. Just as he finished, the wind blew wildly and rain burst from darkened clouds. As they moved toward the cottage for shelter, Nikolai suddenly heard a cry for help. Running down the path, he found a panda whose leg had been injured by a fallen tree. Carefully, Nikolai carried her into Leo's house and made a splint for her leg with a stick of bamboo. The storm raged on, banging at the doors and windows. The panda woke up. Where am I, she said, and where is my child? The boy ran out from the cottage and down the path. Pushing against the howling wind and drenching rain, he ran farther into the forest. There he found the panda's child. Nikolai carried her inside and made her warm and dry. Then he laid her in her mother's arms. Leo smiled when he saw what the boy had done. The next morning, the sun was warm, and all was well with the world. The panda's leg was healing nicely, and she thanked Nikolai for saving her and her baby from the storm. Nikolai felt great peace within himself. He saved the panda and her child, but he also felt disappointment. He still had not found the answers to his 3 questions, so he asked Leo one more time. The old turtle looked at the boy. But your questions have been answered, he said. Yesterday, if you had not stayed to help me dig my garden, you wouldn't have heard the panda's cries for help in the storm. Therefore, the most important time was the time you spent digging the garden. The most important one at that moment was me, and the most important thing to do was to help me with my garden. Later, when you found the injured panda, the most important time was the time you spent mending her leg and saving her child. The most important ones were the panda and her baby, and the most important thing to do was to take care of them and make them safe. Remember then that there is only one important time, and that time is now. The most important one is always the one you are with, and the most important thing to do is to do good for the one who is standing at your side. For these are the answers to what is most important in this world. This is why we are here.
Jeff and Emily have elected to write and speak their own vows today. You want to go first?
Yeah. So, when I was younger, I learned about the word ineffable, and I always thought it was a great word because it was a word that you use when there are no words. I've been thinking about it today because when I look back on this journey that we've been on, it's been ineffable. Ups and downs, countless adventures. I loved it all, and I've loved doing it with you. Thank you for being my biggest cheerleader and supporter. I am who I am today because of you. I've fallen in love with you over and over again these past 5 years. One of those times, I made you laugh really hard when I professed that sometimes I have difficulty differentiating a cucumber and a zucchini. And I knew then, as I know now, that I want to spend the rest of my life trying to make you laugh that hard again. I think that's why writing these vows were so difficult, because I'm trying to put into words something that is just too great. My love for you is ineffable, and I promise it forever will be.
All right, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Jeff, when I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you today, I went back through some things that I wrote when we started dating. I found this note that I wrote in October of 2014. And I was surprised, but not that surprised, to find that 5 years later, I still feel the exact same way. So, Jeffrey, my love, when I think about my future, you are with me, building and gathering experiences one choice at a time. In this vision of my future, we make decisions to take risks together, knowing that we will be together no matter what the other side looks like. We will travel for long times and for short times, and we will eat and laugh and learn and make mistakes together. We'll create a home that is comforting and welcoming, with friends and family frequently visiting and being part of our love. When I think about my present, you are the light I hold to my darkness. You balance me and require me to think and analyze in ways that I don't like, but I desperately need. You push me to be more, and you encourage rest, the joyful, soul-filling time. You color my days with a myriad of shades. I drink you in, and my thirst is never quenched. From day one, I felt that way towards you, and that truth knocks me off my feet. We are lucky to be part of this equation of us. I can't wait to see what our future will bring, and yet I don't want it to hurry, so I can savor my minutes with you. I love you, I love you, I love you. No bigs. Cool. Very casual. Hold on. Give it I gotta get it. Hold on. I'm the one supposed to hold it together. Fine. Okay. Woo! Today, Jeff and Emily are exchanging rings. May this symbol always remind you of this moment, of the commitment that you choose to make to each other each day, and of your love, a circle, unending, unbreakable, and complete. Okay. Jeff, will you please place the ring on Emily's finger? Jeffrey Sean Liu, do you promise to keep Emily Lynn Gaynor as your person and wife, to keep her afloat on whichever boat you choose to sail? We're not to the joke part yet.
We know the story.
Go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, give her back massages and ice cream in tiny bowls, to give her your love as you do on this day, for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Emily Lynn Gaynor, do you promise to keep Jeffrey Sean Liu as your person and husband, to keep him afloat on whichever sunfish you choose to sail, but like this time actually do it. Okay, to laugh with him, to go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, give him back massages and bowls of ice cream in slightly larger bowls, and give him your love as you do on this day, for as long as you both shall live. I do. Then by the power vested in me by the state of Vermont, you are married!
My heart like a kick drum. My heart like a kick drum. My love like a voice. We're walking into the fields, we're walking into the forest. The moon is before us, up above. We're holding hands in the rain, so saying words like I love you. Do you love me? Yeah. My heart like a kick drum. My heart like a kick drum. My heart like a kick drum. My love like a voice. Mother Mary heard us approaching her door. We didn't make a sound. There's nothing like finding gold within the rocks hard and cold.
Truly humbling to see all of you here. I know that we couldn't have asked for a better day, and we wouldn't have picked anyone else to share it with. You guys mean the world to us. We know that Brattleboro, Vermont can be not the easiest place to get to, and you all found a way to do it. So thank you. from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you to both of our parents for helping us get here in so many ways. Thank you to all our friends, the wonderful help you guys gave us on weekends. We love you all so much, and we are so happy to celebrate this together. Let's go!
I don't think you have to leave if the change is what you need. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished, I got so much left to learn. Love